taking over now. Which one today, huh?
Check out this must-stop spot for four-legged friends on Baghdad Road in Durham.
Is it this one? Is that the one? Gentle.
That's amazing. You know, we live on a street where people love to walk their dogs. It's just all day long. It's a steady stream of people walking their dogs. And, you know, a while ago I said, you know, I should put treats out for the dogs.
Phil Kincaid had no idea that his simple roadside doggy box, dubbed by some the bento box of Baghdad, would become such a hit.
The response has been overwhelming. I have just been floored by the community spirit that's been triggered by it. Sometimes what you'll see is the owner is walking and they want to keep going, but the dog will stop. And then the owner will go, oh, and then the dog says, I'm not moving until I get a treat.
With no dog of his own, Phil relies on his neighborhood canines to tell him which of the treats are hits.
The box itself, well, I usually come out every day and check the inventory, make sure that I've got enough treats available. And so I have 6 separate sections. Each section features a different kind of treat. I have a reputation to live up to now.
He likes to have a little fun with his regulars, turning them into poster pups.
I've asked people to scan their pictures of their dogs to us, and then I feature the dogs in the little poster that's out front. So it's trying to get people to share that kind of community spirit. It has brought people together. You see people gather around the box and talk and share stories. It's a sense of kindness. You know, it's those random acts of kindness that just build spirit and make people feel good.
Down the road in Lee at the public library, another random act of kindness that's just for the dogs.
Our doggy stick library came. The town had 2 kiosks that they were going to recycle and get rid of, and I thought, well, hey, we could use one of those. So we put our heads together and we kind of thought what would be a good idea. And we have trails behind the library. We see lots of dogs coming and going, and most of our town are dog lovers. So we thought, let's do something for the pups. It's been great. People have loved it. Somebody came in yesterday and said, oh, I'm coming to my library and then my dog's going to the other library, which was great. So we've had a lot of good feedback, just quirky feedback. You know, it's a bit of fun for the town. It's, you know, it's been fun.
Want to step out with your dog but need a safe place to let them run? Over in Barrington, Tracy Bisson is jumping on board with the newest craze. It's called Sniff Spot, and it's a way for dog owners to rent private dog parks hosted by people in the area.
Sniff Spot was an up-and-coming idea in this area, so I said, hey, let's see what we can do. Got my husband on board, and he decided to fence in the area, and we said, hey, you know, let's have some dogs over here, see how people receive our layout, if you will, and it blossomed from there.
Sniff Spot like this is beautiful because there's so many different things for them to be sniffing. It's not just flat land.
I think as a society we have focused on physical exercise for dogs. However, we need to be taking a holistic approach to dogs, and they aren't just composed of the physical exercise that they can be involved in. They need to have mental stimulation. They need to have sensory stimulation. They need emotional stimulation. They need social connections. So when we're looking at something like a Sniff Spot, we can look at that as a place for a dog to meet multiple needs.
People are so happy and so respectful of the environment, and just the stories of how their dogs interacted, or that they found a place where their dog can just run and be a dog. That really warms our heart and makes us want to do more fun things like that.
In a addition to being a Sniff Spot host, Tracy also owns Golden Dog Adventures.
We love to create fun and unique experiences for dogs and their people with a focus on creating a welcoming and inclusive environment.
Some of the experiences include doggy Easter egg hunts, doggy Olympics, even ski joring with your dog.
Honestly, we found over the years that the biggest effect we've had on people is their mental well-being. The ability to get out with other like-minded people and connect through their dogs. It's an instant connection. As I get older, being able to say that I work with dogs for a living and people who love dogs and share the same values that we do, that really gets me out of bed in the morning.